Oh, it's a barra. Ooh.
This is me stressing out, and this is the mouth of the Bloomfield River in Far North Queensland, where the ancient Daintree Rainforest meets Australia's pristine east coast. In this video, I'm lucky enough to be fishing and exploring this relatively remote region with my trusty sidekick BadGaz, and I'm taking you along for the ride. I hope you have as much fun as I do.
Yes, guys! Because this thing's made it from all the way back over there where I hooked it to out from the river mouth now, so... Oh, it's just there. What is it? Can you see?
Adkenture 56, here we go.
I don't know about this, guys. Looking a bit soft.
Yeah. Very light. Look along there. It's all mud.
I think we can get through it pretty good. We'll just go into four-wheel drive just in case, eh?
Sounds good.
Sometimes this black soil stuff, it looks alright, and then you break the top and you can just sink. Because we don't want that to happen. Well, BadGaz, what have we found ourselves here?
Cool beach spot.
What an amazing river. Have a look at this awesome little river. I'll get a better idea once I've cast a lure in there, but it actually looks fairly deep in the middle. Doesn't seem to be flowing too hard. I've got the 2 to 5 kilo rod. We've got a 20-pound leader on, and one of these little Z-Man soft plastic paddle tails. So have a flick around, see if we can find anything. A barramundi would be nice. I'd love to get a proper barramundi, and this does look very barra-spec to me. This also does look pretty high up the croc index to me. So as always, very careful around the edges. Not sure if you folks can see that, but from where I am I can certainly see some disturbance in the water there. Hopefully it's from a fish. Oh. Let's get the lure in amongst it. Caught a leaf. Moving on up the river. Slight change to the plan of attack here. We've got the rod out now set up in the bull bar rod holder with the alarm bells on. We've got a piece of herring out there, and BadGaz is just kicking back here, catching up on the socials by the look of it, now that we've got some reception.
Yep.
Very nice.
And of course, just as I sit down, kick back and eat some dinner, old mate fishies come in for a nib. Let's see what we've got here.
Can't tell what's happening here. Feels a bit snaggy, but unless it's a fish that's not running yet. Is this a fish that's not awake? Surely not. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Could be a barra. No, it's in weed. Oh, it's a barra. I think it's a barra, Trish. It's stuck in weed though.
Now that I've seen what I'm hooked to, my curiosity has instantly been replaced by an intense nervousness. The adrenaline is pumping, and I really hope I can land this beautiful fish.
Oh, it's a proper barra. Yep. Holy shit. Ugh. Yeah, grab the GoPro.
have ate him.
Yes, guys! As you can see, I am bloody pumped with that outcome. Although it's not the biggest fish in the world, it's plenty big enough for me, and I've been a bit obsessed with barramundi ever since I caught my first one back in the Annan River of Cape York, a little further north of here. For anyone interested in that adventure, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. I was lucky to land this one today, as it was stuck in a ball of weed for a while there, and as you may have noticed, it was actually hooked under the jaw rather than in the mouth. On top of that, the drag in my reel is a bit cooked from a previous battle, so getting the tension right with that is a bit fiddly now. Anyway, back to the river. Let's get a line out there and see who else is hungry.
Ooh, that's a little bit more sharky perhaps. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, you might be in trouble, guys. This is a barramundi. This is bigger than that other one. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, I don't know what it is. I hope it doesn't let go. Alright, we're going with it. Try to get some line on the run. It's just about on the corner here. Maybe it's trying to go around the edge. Come on, guys! Quick! Alright, here we go. Oh, please stop, please stop, please stop. Oh, come on. Slow down. You're stressing me out, fish. Come on. Come in. I'll let you go, just come in. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're getting some ground back. This is definitely going harder than that last one. No. I don't think this is a barra. Alright, let's go along the beach. Alright, maybe if we're gentle and we just come in slowly, it'll be a bit cooler. Oh, this is awesome! Awesome experience anyway, but it'd be great if we could see what this is. It's just every time that this fish gets close to the sand, it puts another run in. No, it's not that far. Oh no. The drag's pretty tight. I'm really worried about putting it any tighter in case something pops, but at the moment I haven't gotten too low on the braid, so we're still in with a chance. But the thing I don't like is this thing's made it from all the way back over there where I hooked it to out from the river mouth now, so I've sort of run out of ground where I can run to keep up with it. So it's really just going to be if I can stop it with the rod and reel or not now. It's gaining a bit and then we gain a little bit back, so I don't know. It'd be really cool if it's a fish. I got 50-pound leader on, so I don't know, I think if it was a shark it might have snipped me by now. Oh, that didn't feel good. Felt like I just went through some rocks or something. I don't know what's down there. Pretty happy with this reel holding up since it did get cooked a little while back and hasn't really been serviced yet. Oh, don't you dare run. Trying to get it back into the river mouth. Yes, we're getting good ground here, guys. Guys, when it gets in close, I'm going to give you the rod. When I give you the rod, I just want you to hold it straight like this. Right? We're getting it in, it's close. We're getting it in or it's snapping us off. just there. It's only like 10 metres out. Alright, I'm going to try and really pump it here. Because maybe if we can get some momentum coming towards us. Oh no, just got it close. Let's get that ground back, Gaz. Nope. This rod's not going anywhere, Gaz. This rod's tough ass. Good news is it's actually swimming back towards the river mouth now, rather than out to sea. It's just there, can you see? It's like 3 metres out. Oh, it's just there. What is it? Can you see? I hope it's a giant barra. I don't have a lot of barra fishing experience. I've actually caught like 3 barra in my life. So who knows? Alright guys, it's almost time. Ah, the shark.
Oh, g'day, Jake, mate. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Ah, that's disappointing. It's a shark. I saw it. It's a shark. It's a bummer.
You don't even have anything to cut it off with.
Very good point, Gaz.
You'll find them. I don't know where. They're around because I just use them for the other fish. At least if it escapes, I know it's not an awesome barra. Not a bad little shark. I just don't want to go to the water to get him because croc zone. I'll get him out as far as we can. Ah, there we go. Bust it off. Off you go, fella. Off you go. There we go. Shovel nose causing all that commotion. Well, look, that was a bit of a bummer, but still on a high about that barra before, so it's all good. I think what I might do is I might tie another leader on, get another hook on, get another bait out, because we're just on last light, which I think is a good time to catch fish. So the best part is BadGaz doesn't know we snapped it off, so she's still running. She's working at high RPMs. I think I'm going to feel that one in the forearm tomorrow. Forearm's burning, Gaz, hey? Yeah, I tried to drag it up the beach and it snaps off.
You made me run for no reason.
Hey?
You made me run for no reason.
Good job, Gaz. Hopefully it takes it. Something's around there nibbling.
So I've just put another bait out and pretty quickly we're getting inquiries. These ones are definitely smaller than the other two though.
Careful of crocs. Let's go have a look. Oh, yep.
What's that? Is that salmon?
I don't know what that is. No, it's not a barra.
I've never caught one of these before, but I think this fish is some kind of tarpon, which I've read can grow up to 8 foot long and weigh about 125 kilos.
Careful in the croc zone.
We threw this sucker back, but to be honest, I'm still thinking about that barramundi.
Absolutely pumped to catch that barramundi earlier tonight. I did not think I was going to get one. I thought it looks like a pretty good spot, we'll have a go. So I threw, it was actually a piece of herring out there. I think it was about a 4-0 hook, something like that, on some 50-pound leader. So yeah, absolutely stoked to catch that. I'll be looking at those photos for quite a while. Anyway, BadGaz and I are going to make a couple of calls back home to see what everybody is up to. And then I'll take the rod down, pack up the car, and we'll shoot off for the night.
That's it for today. See ya.
That's it for today. See ya. We are on the way out. I did want to hang out here for a little bit longer because the fishing seems to be pretty good, but I remembered that patch of like wet soil on the way down the track here, and I was just thinking at high tide maybe the river actually comes up through the mangroves up to here, so I don't want to sort of get cut off by the high tide and stuck on this point for the night. So for that reason we're heading out a little bit before the high tide. Here it is here, guys. See, it looks like the water comes all the way out here.
Yeah, it's really wet in there.
Yeah, because all on the left there is all mangroves.
Can't see, it's too dark.
We don't want to get stuck in that, Gaz.
No, you don't.
How cool that I caught that barramundi.
And the shark.
Yeah, I don't care about the shark. That barra was awesome. So happy with that.
Gaz and I boosted out of this spot because camping is not permitted here, but we did cruise back the following morning to enjoy a bit more fishing before we hit the road. So I'll show you those clips now. Also, for any legends who are following along with our travels, you might remember that in the end of the last video, we finished at a creepy campsite, which is not where we started today's video from. I did try some Quentin Tarantino type editing stuff today, where I start with the end and finish with the start, just to get straight into the fishing action. But I will get back to showing you how we got here soon, so stick around for that. Anyway, let's finish off that fishing. Here we go. I'm going to get a bait rod set up, and then I'm going to get a rod with a lure set up. I'll flick the lure rod and I'll have the bait rod set up on the bonnet, and we'll see how we go. I usually run the fridge at 5 degrees and the freezer at -15, so we're looking pretty good there. Here is a little herring. This is going to be bait. This reel's got 20-pound braid on it. Set that up in there. Set on the trusty alarm bells. Have a look at the hair. Looking pretty fashionable out here. I am super grateful that I'm on this adventure every day that I wake up, but some days it just hits a little bit harder than others. Like look at what I'm doing. This is insane, insanely cool. Oop, just switching lures, and we're getting a couple of inquiries on the bait rod here. Let's just take that off. All right, I think we've hooked a small fish here. Yep, we've hooked a small fish. What is that, a catfish? I reckon that's a catfish. Let's take him out of the croc zone, have a better look. This is why I have all my stuff set up ahead of time, so when I catch a fish I don't have to fluff around too much. There we go. That is, yeah, he crosses the 50. Hook out. Now I do recall taking these videos of this handsome and slimy critter, but I don't remember him taking this video of me. Old mate Whiskers. Alright, let's get him back. That's the nicest release I can give you. And he's off. How's that? Catfished by a catfish. Alright, so we've gotten rid of the lure and I've now put another hook with a bait on the other rod. So now we've got two baits out. And what I've done here is you can see I've got one line going out that way and one line going out behind me here just so I can cover a little bit more ground. Another set of alarm bells and we're set. We've got a piece of herring out on the left rod and a piece of queenfish out on the right rod. Oh, shakeroo!
Hello.
BadGaz has arisen. The only problem with BadGaz hanging out in bed is that we can't get any water because obviously the water tanks live underneath the bed. So, bit parched, Gaz. I'm pretty thirsty.
Same.
Bed made. Fridge fan. There it is. Lovely work, fridge fan. Oh, it's getting a bit messy around here, but that's all right. We've emptied this jerry can. No water left in there, so that means we've got to do the old switcheroo to this one. That one's super full. And then now that we're one jerry can down, basically what we'll do is we'll start keeping an eye out for taps and things like that, and try to fill that one up pretty quick so that when this one runs out, this one's full again. There we go, switch the straw over.
All right, that's it. Let's get some water happening.
Just as I was filling up the waters, guess who decided to swim by?
All right, we've hooked a fish. Hey guys, can you come around here for a sec? Can you just look at my camera and make sure that it's on? Camera check, guys.
It's on.
It's on? It's videoing? Cool.
Great effort by Gaz there, even though she is half asleep.
What have we got, Gaz? Is it another barra? Feels relatively heavy. Oh no. Ah, yeah, there we go. Can't really stop this thing. Ow. Trying to put a bit of thumb on the spool. Gone.
I think I went too hard on that fish too soon. That sucks.
Anyway, we've got about half an hour until high tide here, and obviously at that stage, once the tide's at its highest, we've got probably 5 or 10 minutes where the water's not coming in or out. So I think at that stage what I might do is take the sinkers off and throw the baits out unweighted and just see if they if the fish are more interested in them, if they're just suspended in the water column a bit more. So I think I'll try to get a quick workout in now, and then we'll come back around the high tide mark. Hello, hello, hello. We can use this. It's a bit painful in the hands. Let's do some knot mods here. There we go.
We don't have a whole lot in the way of exercise gear whilst living on the road, but I do try and do something pretty regularly, and usually I'll end up using my body weight as resistance and whatever else is around at the time. During my time on the road, I've also developed a new respect for items that can be used for multiple things. So for example, we've got dry bags here that we can do washing in, and we can also use as a makeshift dumbbell.
Whew, I'm glad that's over because I am absolutely sweating. Losing some serious water here. I think in hindsight, probably should have done that when we got here earlier in the day before it got so hot, rather than waiting till sort of the peak of the day, but oh well, it's done. Put our gloves back. I had those on because there was some serious ant action happening in the tree I was doing pull-ups on. I didn't want to get nipped, so trusty gloves do the job. Going to pack up the rods now. I don't think we will put a bait out unweighted. I think we'll just call it quits there. Let's head to the shade, I think. Ah, here we go. Yes, some sun cover. I do love the sun, but I am overheating at the moment. So yeah, this is my little traveling weight set. Works fairly well. The only thing I really need to find is either sand, water, or dirt. And so far I've been able to do that pretty much every time. Kit packs up nice and small, nice and light. Rubbish bag. This is Trishy's dirty clothes. There we go. Bit of Rodney in the rod tube. Here's a little bit of Jose Junior reel rinse action. And that's a wrap for now. No, 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 BadGaz. BadGaz.
Oh, I can't even do a peace sign.
Oh no. BadGaz can't do a peace sign today. You've hurt your finger, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've taped it to the other one to try to support the sore one.
Hopefully it works.
Hopefully it works. We'll get back to that peace sign soon, eh?
Yeah.
And just in case I didn't have enough rod storage down the side of the car there, I've also got a couple on the dash. Usually there's at least 1 or 2 kicking around up here. You! What's this? A wild hat has appeared. Speaking of hats, might be time for Hatticus.
Look at Jake battling with his hair. And to think it was even longer before we left.
Grow long hair, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Coming, Gaz?
Yep.
As you can see, Gaz and I are back on the move, and I will show you at the end of this video where we're off to for the next adventure. But now, as promised, for those of you following along, let me take you back to where I left you at the end of the last episode, about an hour northwest of here, the Twin Bridges campsite in Rossville.
Oh, what a beautiful location we have today for switcheroo. Sorry folks, that was a little bit dramatic. Just started off the morning with a quick rinse. If you've been following along, you'll be familiar with the shower situation, but if not, I'll give you a quick look. Basically, we've got a collapsible tent, a shower head on hose with a battery powered pump, and just a little floor mat in there. So pretty simple, but gets the job done. Ahoy folks, and welcome to another installment of Road Trippin Australia. My name is Jake, aka Jake the Kent, and today I'm not 100% sure where we are. I do know that we're roughly a 30-minute drive, I think south of the Lion's Den Hotel. So we're not too far south of Cooktown. I think we're actually closer to a little town called Rossville. But anyway, BadGaz is back at the car at the moment, as you would have just seen, and she's kindly making a few of my shakes with the blender, and I'm just going to go for a quick little walk, enjoy a drink, and enjoy the nature here. You folks can have a look around as I'm having a look around. Really cool natural little campsite here. I like when there's not a lot of, not a lot of logs and fences and designated areas and all that sort of thing. It's just an area with a bit more ground than usual, left open, and you can just sort of park wherever you'd like, I think. So yeah, it's been a really nice stay. Hello.
As we were packing up, another camper came through and BadGaz made very good friends with their pet dog.
Who's this visitor we got, Trish? G'day.
It took BadGaz a while, but she's worked up the courage to leave the dog, so we're back on the road.
Alright, we're officially on the move. We're just going to go and check out this quick little river around the corner, and then we'll be properly on the road.
I believe this river that I'm about to fish is called the Annan River, and this drive took probably less than a minute from camp.
What do you reckon, Gaz? Am I going to catch anything?
Hope so. It looks like there's fish in
It
there.
looks a little fishy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, we have arrived. I've got the little rod here, so this is a 1 to 3 kilo rod. And I've got the tiniest little soft plastic that I own, because this water really does remind me of the little river or the little stream at Annan River where I managed to catch a few little barramundi. Obviously on croc watch here. Cast number 1. Cast number 2. Got a tree, but I'm off it. There is a little bit of weight to this jig head, so this is a 1/12 of an ounce, which look doesn't sound like much, and it's not much, but ideally I'd have one of those little unweighted jig heads, but I've got none left, so because of that I just have to be pretty quick on the retrieve so that it doesn't get snagged up in the sticks on the bottom. Oop, hit the bridge, that one. Alright, we're going to do a miniature relocation just over here. Got myself up on a rock here with my 2 left thongs. Always feel better being nice and high in the croc country. See if we can get a lure in there. Not the best cast of all time. I want to get to that little hole out the back, but I've got to get it quickly before the flow takes the lure around the back of that rock. That's pretty good. We'll have a quick walk up and onto the bridge and see if there's anywhere to fish from up there, but I don't think so. I've noticed quite a few pumps left at river systems like this, and I think what happens is there's a big tanker truck that will pull up to here and they'll fill the truck up with the water from the river using that pump. And that's sort of how they maintain the roads, I think. Okay, we're on the bridge. This is that little section I've just fished, and this is the other zone. I might see if we can pick something up down here. Good looking pool up there, but I don't really want to walk that far. We'll see if we just dip this lure in the water here and sort of walk it along. Maybe we can entice somebody to have a nibble. Try over here in the high flow zone. No. Oh, I'm on! I'm on! I've caught one! Oh, look at this! It's a goldfish. Oh yeah, we'll just unhook that, guys. There you go. There's a good shot of him. We'll throw him back in, hey? Hey? BadGaz is yelling. She thinks I actually caught something. Did you hear all the commotion? Yeah, I got a fish. Ah, I threw him back in. Guess what sort of fish it was?
It's triangle ones.
Triangle fish?
Yeah.
Nah. I caught a all fish, Gaz. Alright, that'll do for now. Back on the road. We'll leave this set up just in case we come across any other fishy looking rivers on our drive. Just doing a 17-point turn at the moment. We don't know exactly where we are, so we're going to head back out on the road we came in on yesterday. And yeah, we'll let you know when we know where we're going.
We never know much.
We don't know a lot, do we?
No. We know after.
Alright, here we go. We're out.
Woohoo!
Although I don't know exactly where we are, it's pretty hard to be concerned whilst cruising through lush rainforests and being surrounded by the stunning natural beauty of Far North Queensland.
Alright, here's an update. So we still don't have reception, but we have hit a main road now. So, we know yesterday we passed the Lionsden Hotel. We didn't go too far, then we turned right. So I think we're around here, which would make this Bloomfield Road. So if we turn right, within about 45k we should be getting to a town. As a very loose plan, let's head that way.
Boys' day out.
G'day fellas. Does anybody know, is this the way to Bloomfield?
Yeah, mate, spot on.
Ah, awesome. Thanks, mate. It's always good chatting to some locals when you're not exactly sure where you are.
Seems to be a lot lately.
It's funny using the paper maps. When I started driving, when I got my license, it was already Google Map error. So I haven't really used a lot of paper maps in my time, but one thing that I've started doing recently that I found pretty helpful, that probably the older generation will know because it's, you know, those folks had been getting around before the Google Map days, but when we leave somewhere like that, I'll hit the little trip meter on the odometer so it can start at 0k. So even though we don't know exactly where we are, at least I can look down and work out how many k we are from that last intersection, and when I look at the maps it gives me some idea. So that's been working out quite well, hasn't it, Gaz?
Yeah.
So this is Rossville, Gaz.
Yeah, it's a nice little town.
This is one of those really cool little towns that I wouldn't have even known exists if I hadn't have driven through it. I can certainly see the appeal of the peaceful lifestyle that this part of the country offers. The drive between Rossville and the little township just next to the Bloomfield River mouth where I started off this video is extremely scenic and makes its way through the Cedar Bay National Park. It took Gaz and I about 30 minutes to drive this section of road.
We got some rain, Gaz.
Yeah, a bit wet. We haven't had rain in weeks. It's weird.
We haven't had rain for a while.
No.
It's good though. It's good to give the car a bit of a rinse, get rid of some red dust and maybe some salt. We've spent a bit of time near the coast, haven't we?
Yeah.
No car washes around here that I know of, so
Now the next one that we know of is in Port Douglas.
a bit of rain is welcome.
Arrived.
Alright, apparently the map says this is Bloomfield. And here we are at Ayton General Store.
Well, I'm not sure why, but this place feels incredibly cool, and as you can see, it's pretty scenic and pretty quiet. I jump out of the truck, have a walk around and stretch the pins, while BadGaz pops into the store to get some beef jerky.
pretty new to the beef jerky game. I don't know how much it costs, but this costs us $17.50 for 120 grams.
Seems like a lot to me, but anyway. Let's
Whoa.
smell it.
It's got some kick to it. Western beef jerky, the best in the West. We're on the East Coast, but should we give it a go?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks, it's sticky too.
Ugh. Looks questionable.
That's delicious.
Is it? I'm not a huge fan of jerky just yet.
That is really good. Ooh, the secondary kick has just hit me. I've just been hit by the spice factor.
From here, we pushed towards the Bloomfield River, which was a little harder to find than expected. I was going to ask old mate for directions, but he looked busy.
Old mate just doing his business. Alright, I guess we shouldn't go that way.
Within a few minutes, we found the track that took us down to the beach where we started this video.
Here we go, a bit of a Bloomfield
Beach drive.
Bit of a Bloomfield beach adventure here, guys.
Hope we didn't get bogged.
So there we go, we've gone full circle and made our way back to the track that leads to the river that leads to the fishing. So where to from here? Well, in the next episode, we'll be continuing our mission around Australia and heading for the famous Bloomfield track, which I've read is considered one of Queensland's most scenic short road trips. Hopefully, the track conditions will be in our favour, as apparently it can be pretty dicey at times. Either way though, I'm sure we'll have a ball and find some water to have another flick in. Thanks for joining me here at Adkenture Gang, much love, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Drop a comment below if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Adkentures. Cheers legend, have a good one. You!
That's it for today. See ya!